Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And as always, take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Willkommen im Palindrom. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's German. It's welcome to the palindrome or welcome in the palindrome. And it's by Billy Beth. Here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. Line is German palindrome, where each consecutive number on the line is at least 5 apart, and the numbers on the line are the same in both directions. So this is a palindrome, and it's a German whisper line, or as otherwise known as a whisper 5 line, which was the name that Setter came up with, which I thought was brilliant because it's very easily extendable. And on this line, the line must read the same one way as it does the other way. And adjacent digits on the line must be 5 or more apart from each other. So, for example, if this were a 3, this would have to be 8 or 9, because the only digits 5 or more away from 3 are 8 and 9. And if this were a 3, this would have to be a 3, because it must read the same in both directions. And that's how this German palindrome, or this Whisper 5 palindrome line works. We also have the number in the gray cell must be larger than those in the cells surrounding it. That's what it says, but it's really it must be greater than the cells that share an edge with it, because this is a maximum cell, which must be greater than the cells that share an edge with it. So, for example, you could have something like 2, 6, and this could be 8. And that would work because 8 is greater than 2 and 6. But you cannot have, say, like a 5 here, because 5 is less than the 6, which is not valid for a maximum cell. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, let's label these palindromes. So we have A, these are B, these are C, we have D here, E here, F here, G here, H here, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay. And they have to be a certain... So on a Whisper 5 line, you'll alternate between low digits and high digits. And if you want to know why, you can go to any of my Learn How to Sudoku videos with a Whisper 5 line on it, and you will see why. So because of that, we're going to just choose 2 different colors to make these. We'll make this yellow and orange. So this is yellow, orange. These must be corresponding yellow. That's not right. So every odd digit must be yellow. So OMKIGE must be yellow. BD, all of these are orange. Okay. We missed F. Okay. So in row 5, We have 4 oranges already, which means the remaining digits are yellow or pink, pink being a 5. That means in box 6, we are guaranteed a yellow and an orange remaining. Okay. What else do we have? So, Okay, what digits are next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line? We have B. So we'll mark those as, I don't know, green. B is next to 2 unique digits. C is not necessarily. D is not necessarily. E is. E is a next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. F is. So E, F. G is not. H is not. I is. J is not. K is not. L is. M is not. N is not. O is. And P is not. What about going this way? P is not next to 2 unique digits. O is. N is this way, so that means this has to be unique digit. M is this way, so that means M is also unique, as can be next to 2 unique digits. L is because of here. K is not. J is. So J is next to 2 unique digits. I is. H is, because it's next to I and G here, and they're both in the same row. So H is. That's very useful. Good. G is next to 2 unique digits. F is next to 2 unique digits. D is not here. And C is not here. Okay, so we know B, H, and J have to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9. Because they're all next to 2 unique digits somewhere in the palindrome. H would be next to G and I, which are in the same row, so those must be unique. So therefore, H is next to those two. B is next to A and C in the same column. J is next to K and I in the same box. Therefore, any other digit which is next to 2 unique digits, F and N, have to be either B, H, or J. So F and N are all, F, N, and L are all unique digits. Or sorry, are all next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. Therefore, L cannot be B or H, so L has to be J. So these are J, N, and F, though. N cannot be B, and N cannot be J, so N has to be H. So N and H are the same. F cannot be H, but it could be J. We don't know. F cannot be H. So F has to be J or B. We're not sure. We have Where is H in row 3? It's not the same as J or B, and it can't be here because of H in the box. Can't be here because of H in the column, so H has to be one of these two. Can't be here because of H in the column here, so H has to be here, and is orange, and is a green. Okay. That means P cannot be, P has to be essentially the 4 or 6 orange. Because H, it cannot be H, it cannot be B, it cannot be J. So that means O is the same as this one. So this is O, and it's 1 and 9. So we can remove specifically the green here because we know this is the 1, 9. Orange. This is the 4, 6. Sorry, 1, 9 yellow. This is the 4, 6 orange. So we have E and G left, which are definitely part of 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So M cannot be E, and it cannot be O, so it has to be G. So M is G. I cannot be E or G. So therefore, I has to be the same as O. So I is O. The other green ones, yellows. So we have O, we have G, we have E. I think those are the only ones left, right? Okay, O has to be 1 or 9. Okay. Which means where is O in column 1? It must be one of these two. O in... O cannot be here, so O has to be here. O can't be here or here because of O's in the column. O can't be here because O in the row, and this is F, which is orange. So O must be here. O, E, and G. So D here cannot be next to a 1, 9. So D has to be one that's next to, well, it has to be 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. It cannot be the same as H. It just can't be the same as H. Or J. So D cannot be the same as H or J. D has to be B then. So D's are B's. That means F cannot be B or H, so F has to be J. Okay. O, E, and G. E is one of these two. So A and so C is next to B and B. K is next to J and J. Interesting. So this must be the 4, 6 orange here. We have, okay, yeah, P is the same. P is 4 and 6. So we have we have 3 yellow digits, which can have to be next to two unique digits on the Whisper 5 line. O, E, and G. So this must be 4, 5, and 6 here. Which means we have guaranteed C must also be essentially a digit that can be next to two unique digits. It can be 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. Well, it can't be 1 or 9. It's 2, 8, or 3, 7. So C cannot be O, it cannot be G, C has to be E. So C is the same as E. Which means we have all the unique digits in... Or all the digits... Well, no, we don't. This is 4 or 6. We have all the yellows here. A could still be G, so... K is next to J and J. J could certainly be the 1, 9 of orange. Okay, so we have B. B has to be one of these two. B is one of these three. B can't be here or here, so B is one of those two. B can't be here or here, so B is one of these three. H. H cannot be here, so H has to be here. So this is orange and green. We have all the all the 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 digits in row 6. So this must be, and in box 5. So this is 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. This is 4, 5, or 6. So again, we have H's. That means this can't be H here, so this must be H here. That's guaranteed. H has to be one of these two. H has to be one of those two then. J. J cannot be here or here. Can't be here or here, so this is J here, which is also an orange. That's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9. We are left with J being one of those two, and J with being one of those two. We have O, E, and G. O, again, was one of those two. O has to be one of these two here. And O can be one of these three. E. E can't be here or here, so E is one of these three. E could be the same as, cannot be, it could be the same as K. So E can be here. E cannot be here. But it could be any of these four. E has to be one of these three. E cannot be here or here. Oh, it could also be K too, right? So E can be any of these four. It's not too helpful. G. G cannot be here. Aha. Can't be here. can't be here. So G has to be here, which leaves, oh, no, that doesn't help too much, but G does have to be here. Where is G then in row 3? Can't be any of these, so this must be G here. So G in column 2 is either K or it's that digit. G can't be here. This can't be G. So this must be G here. This is green. This cannot be yellow. It's P. Oops. That's interesting. That's P. So we have 3 of the digits that are 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9 here. So A has to be the 4 or 6, which means B has to be the 1 or 9. So we cannot have B be, well, let's remove all of them except for the ones that we know. B has to be the orange 1, 9, because the A is the yellow 4, 6. Well, that means this K has to be a green, and it cannot be G. So this can't be G here, which means this is G here. That's yellow and it's green. And EK, this must be E because it can't be O or G. So K is the same as E, which means E cannot be here. E cannot be here. So this is an EO pair here. That's interesting. This is E, so that means this cannot be E here. There's no E here, no E here, no E here. Therefore, this is O, which makes this not O here. This is E. That's O, so these cannot be O, which means that's O, which means that can't be O. So the O's are definitely cannot be 1. So the O's have to be high digits, which means the yellows are high. And the oranges are low. So O is 9. We have a 9 here. B's have to be 1. E's are, we don't know. We know there's an E here, though. An E here. A's have to be 6. H and J are 2 and 3. G, we don't have that much information on. This is E, so this is high, and this is P. P is a 4. So this cannot be 4 here. This is 5 or 6. This can't be 4 here. These form 1 can't be here. So 1's not here. Where's 1? 1 has to be here. J and H are not 1, so we need a 1 here. That means this can't be 1, this can't be 1, this can't be 1 in box 8, so that's 1 there. Where's 1 in column 5 then? It has to be there. And we have 8 1s. We know where the last one has to be. It has to be there. Therefore, H is here. So this is H, which means this can't be H. So this is H. We have all 9 H's then. G is next to both H and J, and G is H and J are either 2 or H and J are 2 and 3. So therefore G has to be 8. So G is 8. Hmm. H and J. J is next to 8 and 7. So J has to be 2. We don't know about these two, but these have to be 2. E has to be... we don't know if that's E. Wait, that has to be E. Because 1 has to be here. Oh, wait, hold up. We have 8 and 9. 9 cannot be here. So 9 has to be here. Right, this has to be E. So there's no E here, so this does force E to be there. Let's just remove these, I guess. So the E is 7. J has to be 2. H's are 3s. And these can't be 4. It's 5, 6 as a pair. This is 5, 6 as a pair. Remaining digits in column, well, column 3 is a 5. Remaining digits in column 2 are 2 and 6. This, or not 2 and 6, 2 and 4. So this is a 2, 4 pair, which leaves in box 1, the remaining digit is a 7. Remaining digits in column 1 are 4, 5, and 6. This can't be 6 because of 6 in the row. Remaining digits in row 3 are 5 and 6. Remaining digits in row 1, we have 2, 4, and 6. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. So this is 4, 5, 6 here. It cannot be 6 because of 6 in the row, which means we have a 4, 5 pair in row 7, which eliminates 4, 5 in the rest of the row. This can't be 4, 5. It's 8. This must be 4, 5, or 6 here. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the column. We have a 5, 6 pair in box 5, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 5 or 6. It's 4. 4 eliminates 4 here, so that's 6. This can't be 4 or 6. It's 2, which makes that 4, which makes that 2. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 5, which makes this 6, which makes that 5, which makes that 6. So it's not red here. It's not pink here. That leaves this digit as a 7, which leaves this digit as a 6. No more 6 here. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 5, which makes this 6. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 6 and 5. 5 also eliminates 5 here, so it's 4 and 5. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 5. This can't be 5 or 6, it's 4, which makes this a 6 here. That leaves this digit as a 5. That leaves that as a 4. This is 5, and that's 4. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, pretty interesting use of the Whisper 5 line with the palindrome. It was very, it flowed very well throughout. And the logic behind it was, well, if you're experienced with Whisper 5 lines, it should be fairly simple. But, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It felt pretty easy, so... I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.